Hey guys, TechSpecs here with another review. Today I am reviewing G.I. Joe Resolute Cobra Leader, codename Cobra Commander. Here he is with both of his accessories. He has a pistol and a sword. The sword, he holds them both really well. And the sword will also go into the sheath as well. Just kind of hold the sheath out straight and the sword will go down there. We'll leave it there for now. Right. Let's have a look at the paint first. As you can see, the paint on this figure it's really nice. You've got some we got a nice blue, and then you've got this kind of darker, maybe teal. I'm not too good with my color range, but as you can see that it highlights the skirting. It highlights this, so you can see where it breaks it up a bit down here, and this whole, I guess the shoulder pauldron thing as well. Shoulder pauldrons? That's way too big for pauldrons. The kind of capey looking thing around his neck. And then you've got the red detail for the Cobra emblem. You see you've got a strap against here with the silvering for the buckle and the buttons themselves, and his actual belt buckle. And it's very silver too, as is his face mask. He's got some nice detailing just on the edges of the gloves to make them up. And he's got some pouches and things as well. And he has more pouches on his legs and the silver knee pads too. As for posability, he has really good posability with some limitations to that posability. So the legs, you can see that they're on a ball joint. They've got a good range of movement. And I think you have what might be double jointed knees that go really far, but again, because of the skirting here, they're restricted. So, and also trying to get him into a sitting pose. You know, I don't think bad guys really sit down unless they're on a chair stroking a big white furry cat. Yeah, what was I was distracted myself then. Yeah, that's it, posability. So he's got ball jointed feet as well, which you can twist to the side, and you know, they move up and down. You've got the knees and you can see the ball joint up in there. One of mine was quite loose, so I'm going to look at fixing that. But it holds in place. It's not a bad kind of loose. It's not, you know, you're not grinding to pull it to move it, and it's not just, you know, flopping about in the wind either. It's, you know, I mean, he'll stand without problem. I mean, I've got like material down here just to cover up the desk, and some figures don't even stand on that. And the saving grace of these figures that I love so much is they come with a stand. There are so many figures that they could just, you know, take away some of the other stuff they put in there you don't need, or like an accessory you don't need, and just give you a stand. Every figure this scale should come with a stand. I could say I'm making a stand on that, but yeah. You can actually see the kind of teal colour better now. I had a problem with the lighting, and I had to create some of my own shade so you can kind of see. Here's the pistol, which if we see if I can focus on that. There we go, which is really, really nicely detailed. Just because I like my guns to have metallic or something, I may just, you know, dry brush it, and it wouldn't affect for the handle. But again, with the handle, there's probably no point because it's going to wear off. But on the other hand, the other accessory, the sword has a lot of paint apps. As you see, it's like a single piece, but I've gone to the trouble of making sure it has a silver blade, and the guard is painted kind of like a bronzy colour, and the handle's just black. But again, there's no real point to painting handles if they're used a lot anyway. Anyway, I got sidetracked again, so let's go back to the posability. His shoulders are on ball joints and a swivel as well, and he has ball jointed elbows which are on a swivel. The thing I noticed with this is if you look at the, let's try and zoom in again. There we go. If you look at this, it has wrist articulation from the glove, but sometimes that can be quite hard to get the ball joint to move on the elbow, because the gloves just spin round while you're trying to move it. But it does work. See, if you grip it in the right place, it will move on its own anyway. And the other thing is this gets in the way. So his arm goes up that high, and then you've got all the posability caused by the elbow and the technically the hand swivel, but that's it. And it's the same with this side. It's even lower down. You can kind of hold it up and put the arm in a pose, and because this is kind of squishy, fabricy, it should actually hold the pose, and there is leeway for it to move quite a bit as well. He also has a kind of his waist on a ball joint as well, so you can get some interesting and intimidating poses with that. And his head is on a ball joint, I think, but he can only really look up a really tiny bit. Yeah, he can look up maybe a tiny bit and move his head, but it does go quite far side to side. And this side, as the back of the helmet pushes down, on this it can actually go further. Not sure if you can take this guy's helmet off. I'm not going to try because I don't know. But if I can get it off and it's fine too, I'll put that in the comments. But anyway, here is Cobra Leader. Put him on his stand so we can have a look. There we go. Right, and soon I shall be back with another 3.75 inch action figure like this one. I've also got some even smaller posable action figures to review, and my Darth Vader review from the Black Series will be up soon. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again with more reviews.